Hello, gamers. I was wondering why no one could hear me, and then I realized it's because I was on the wrong microphone. Putting my hair up real quick. I nearly forgot what day it was, if I'm being so for real. My hair is getting so long. This hair clip sucks right now. Okay. Kirby, Jesus, man. Have some decency. Bro is behind. I know my bed looks terrible right now. But that's because this man threw up on my bed. He threw up on my bed sheets, so they were all kinds of, you know, they are. My bed sheets are in the laundry basket, so here we are. We pull the game up. I know we're about halfway through this game right now. So, or about, not halfway through the game, but about halfway through this case right now, which, holy shit. Another thing, I don't know if anyone saw, but we finally, and by we I mean me, finally uploaded the rest of my backlogged, like, what was it? Sorry, the backlogged of my archive vids, and I uploaded the Dead by Daylight compilation video. I'm trying to re-upload the Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix video, like the one from the past stream, because for some reason it's like stuck in limbo or something, so I'm not entirely sure, so I have to re-upload it because it's stuck in pending, so I don't know what the problem is. I think we'll just we'll just do this. But yeah, we did upload, and by we, I mean me. I uploaded it, the Dead by Daylight compilation. If you haven't seen it, here's the link. So, huzzah, hooray. Keep getting cat hair in my mouth. I wonder who that could have been. He's like... It's fine. Anyway, let's just get on with it. Last time we were here... Anytime now, please. She's not gonna want to work today. There we go. Last time we were here, I'm pretty sure we just found out that Sheena killed what's-his-face, the one guy. Because we were able to bring up what the crime scene looked like before with Kay's little thief gadget. So, and we were able to kind of figure out and deduce who what's-his-face's killer was. So big dubs. And Kirby is being a little bagel. Little bagel baby. Kirby. I'm sorry. You can go back to sleep. My bad. He's like, good night. But I think we're gonna be confronting Sheena now, which is great because fuck this girl. Should probably get more water. I'm about half full right now. Should be fine. What's good, gamers? Agent Lang, I don't know how to tell you this, dog, but your partner is a fucking murderer, bro. Agent Lang. Lang Z says little cubs, never do they know the real fury of the elder wolves. These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. And what does that mean? It means that you'll never really know how angry I can get. How do those glasses exist? They're kind of fucking stupid looking. Whatever. Mr. Prosecutor. Counterfeit bills made with the Bobbly's ink. They were all of Zangfa denominations, my bad. Yes, so I heard from Miss Von Karma. But we don't know where the play money has gone. They must not have figured out that it was all burned yet. Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit. Zangfa is in a financial crisis. Wow. Zangfa is in financial chaos as we speak. Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I've staked the honor of... Oh my god. I've staked the honor of the House of Lang on this. And I've come to this land to capture the mastermind behind the whole mess. I've investigated... I cannot fucking read. I gotta get into it. Lock in. Lock in. I investigated how the bills are made and how the ink was smuggled into Zangfa. And how I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got to him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer. Agent Lang, Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. Ambassador Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight. Oh, no, it's I who should apologize. It was all because I was not strong enough. I'm sorry if this is not the old man voice I gave this man. I don't remember. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Grigus, you fool! Curse your empty brain! You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Oops. I don't know what we were looking at. What were we looking at? Balls. He's alert. He's awake and alert right now. Sheena, let's go. It's time to return to our den. Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but go home as well. Agent Lang, a moment if... You, Wolfman and the secretary lady! Hold it! Objection, pal! Detective Gumshoe, have you gotten the results of the handwriting analysis already? Yup, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Cochin, sir. Just as I thought. Good work, detective. That's who died, by the way, the murdered person that was Manny Cochin. I just couldn't remember his name. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for? Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Agent Sheena, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Yes? How exactly did you fail to see the Yatagarasu when you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed? I'd like you to explain that to us. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, what are you doing asking her about something she didn't see? Agent Lang hasn't touched the Bubbly's investigation. Hasn't touched the Bubble investigation at all. So I suppose I will need to explain a few things to him first. Miles Edgeworth, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours. There's a whole lot of nothing, but just trust me on this. The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth. Fucking nerd. This fucking nerd. Oh. Anyway. Oh, it sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well, I'll supervise you till the very end. She's seriously going to treat me as some subordinate for the rest of the day? Yes. You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you? I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you'll see. They're gonna do a stupid fucking... God, I hate them so much. Ha! I should have known that you and I are destined to fight it out to the very end. It would appear that way. God, I fucking hate them so much. Stupid. Well, I'll prove her innocence and let's see what you got. So let's see what you've got, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Why can't you people just call me by my name? With pleasure. Such a fucking nerd. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the Yatagarasu that appeared in Ball and establish exactly who it was that Kay saw. Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on Kay's testimony? You mean the suspicious person in the coat that she saw? That's right. That person is one of the keys to solving this case. The person who pretended to be the Yatagarasu. Pretended? And what do you mean by that? I'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to review what Kay's mystery person did. Kay, if you could please explain for us what the person you were chasing did. Okay, you got it. I first spotted the suspicious person near the open-air stage on the bubbly side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase. For the sake of the argument, let's call the suspicious person the Yatagarasu. Now please tell us what happened when you chased the Yatagarasu up to the 3rd floor. Can do. I chased the Yatagarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Babalis embassy. It was pretty straight chase down the hallway until the sudden turn. The Yatagarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned the corner, I saw the Yatagarasu run into Mr. Cochin's office. I gave chase and ran into the room. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then... Who's there? By the time I turned on the lights and the Yatagarasu had disappeared. When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that is, Agent Lang? What do you mean, why do I suppose? Isn't it obvious? The person slipped through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness. Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through that door. I mean, that is honestly a really good guess. Oh, and how do you know that with such a certainty? That's easy. Sneeze. All right. Okay, holy shit. I'm gonna be so deadass. I don't remember who the fuck was outside the door. Was it Sheena? Is that what they're trying to imply? Is that it was Sheena? I don't think it was Sheena.
Take that!
Because she was technically in the room next door. Am I being right? Am I right? I don't know. Oh, this reminds me, I have to share that I'm streaming real quick. I'm sorry. Your answer is Sheena? Yes, because let's consider what happened if the Yatsugatsu had used the door. When Kei screamed upon discovering Mr. Kochin's body, Yatsugatsu would have run right into Agent Sheena, who was in the next room over. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I said it wasn't Sheena. I just wasn't using my critical thinking skills yet. I hadn't fully developed and locked in yet. Kirby. 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 Hey. Why don't you want to look at me? Agent Sheena, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question? No, I didn't see anyone. You see? Therefore, the Yatsugatsu could not have escaped. I'm fucking speaking. Just means that the creep slipped out before Sheena made it into the hallway. I doubt that, as there was another person in the hallway. A certain detective. Detective Gumshoe. Where were you exactly at that time? Me, sir? Well, when I heard Kay scream, I ran towards Mr. Kochin's office from the opposite direction of Agent Sheena, sir. So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone eluded both of them? Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. You nailed him with just the explanation of what happened. Yes. I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. But this is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route the Yatsugatsu could have taken. I get it. So that's where you're trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right? Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out. No way! You're so smart! Yay! I'm so proud of you. Precisely. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to bust out our revolving fireplace wall explanation, right? No, not quite yet. Can you fucking keep it down and let me do what I need to do? Huh? But why? I thought it would be a perfect time. The revolving wall on the bubbly side is known only to 4 people. And if we use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us in the end. What's with all the whispering over there? Scared I'll figure out your tactics? Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off. That smug, haughty attitude of yours, you really rubbed me the wrong way, you know that? Well, no matter. I figured you out already anyway. The only other possible escape route besides the door is the room's lone window. And since the eerie picture of said escape route exists... Are you saying this photo captures the moment the Yatsugatsu's escape? I guess Detective Bad must have filled him in on this photo. I have to admit, at first, I thought the window would be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that to be impossible. Now, I realize you may not know this, but humans can't fly. I don't care. We've already talked about how we do know that. It's such a stupid pose. Why am I trying to fucking mock it? Whatever. Of course I know that. That's bloody common sense. I feel like we need to make Edgeworth British. No, I don't want to be bullied for how bad my British accent is. And I don't know if I want to do that. Besides, I never said I thought that photo to be the Yatsugiratsu's escape route. I suppose not. Alright then, explain yourself. The shadow in this photo is not the Yatsugiratsu that Kei was chasing after. You can say whatever you like in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. The language of evidence. Very well, then. Present to you proof that the person Kei saw is not the same one in the photo. Where'd my music go? Guys, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't even know what that is. I want to say he's talking about the flowers.
Take that!
Yeah, I figured it wasn't. I'm just gonna preemptively, just in case, because I'm an idiot. No other reason. What did he say? No. About when this photo was taken. When was the photo taken? Oh, after the first fire on the 4th and 5th floors took place. So this was before.
Take that!
I was gonna say, it was before the photo then. The fire had already happened and taken place. Let me explain to you precisely why the shadow in this photo is not the Yatsugiratsu Kei saw. Kei spotted the Yatsugiratsu heading for the 3rd floor during the 2nd fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the 1st fire. Kirby. Little man. What? Big yawn. Jupiter? Yeah, way to go! That's twice you bit him in the butt now. We're not done yet. You still have to explain what that shadow is. And how the Yatsugiratsu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you? Yes. Yes, I can, actually. Regarding the photo, I admit we don't understand what it means quite yet. As I thought. However, the Yatsugiratsu's escape route? Now that I can answer. You can? Well, Mr. Prosecutor, go on, enlighten me.
Hold it!
Even if I explain it, you'll try to find some flaw with what I have to say. You were busy heading up to the Alabastian investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you'd have much knowledge about the bubbly side of the case. So wouldn't it be the best if the lead on that side, Agent Sheena, explained in my stead? Sheena is my subordinate. If I didn't stick up for her, how could I look to her in the eyes and how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss? Lang, it's all right. I can take care of him. Sheena, you shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth. All right, if you're okay with it, then you have my support. Finally, it's down to just Agent Sheena and myself. This is where the battle really begins. Now then, what was it you'd like to ask? Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babali's embassy? This should be very easy. During the first Babali's fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yatsuratsu that appeared in Babal. While I was searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over. Although it was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatsuratsu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yatsuratsu even exists. So nobody asked you for your fucking opinion, you ass. And that's all I have to say. But I'm not lying when I say I saw the suspicious person run into Mr. Cochin's office. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of retracting my testimony. Good. Just to confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation? No, I moved alone. In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi. Is that correct? Are you calling her suspicious because she was in the room by herself? How pathetic. And it wasn't when Agent Sheena tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale? And how about when you accused Larry because he was the weapon's owner? Not that it's unexpected for that useless lump to get into such a situation. Although I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected. I won't make no excuse for what I did in that situation. Then you should apologize right now for making Kay out to be the killer, pal. I'm sorry. Sheena, I apologize. I'm sorry. It's really okay. I mean, I'm not under suspicion anymore. I actually love that they apologized. That actually is really, really nice that they did that. I mean, it's really not that nice that one of them is still the killer. Sheena. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, I never doubted you. Not for 1 second. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. They're so good. Same goes for me. I believe in Sheena. Then let's put that to the test. And see if she really is worthy of your trust. This promises to be interesting. Great.
Hold it!
So you helped with the fire extinguishing effort? I was in charge of the police on the Babali side, so I helped them with their work. Police doing the job of firemen. You really know how to work people. She sure does. It's because she's one awesome woman who knows how to manage. Starting to think you just have a crush on her, Agent Lang. I guess so. She's always bringing you a business card or a scroll just at the right time. To prepare everything before I'm ordered to. That is the definition of a secretary. She kind of seems more capable than Agent Lang, doesn't she? Gumshoe, you're right there, dude. You're very close. You're right there at the point, you know. At the very least, she's more capable than you, detective. Ugh. Kinda had a feeling you were gonna say that. Sheena's more than just a capable secretary, you know. Sheena, tell him the other things you were good at. All right.
Hold it!
By the second fire, you mean the one that consumed the third floor of Babal, correct? Yes. That was when the suspicious person was spotted in Babal. I love that I just got an invite to play Super Battle Golf and I am streaming. Terrible news. I'm streaming. I bet you he's going to say stream Battle Golf. No. Then you were after the same person in the long coat that I was after. There is no proof that the suspicious person was really the Yatagarasu. I feel like a blooper reel, like that they would put at the end of like movies in like the early 2000s. That's what this feels like. Sorry guys, I don't know how to talk. Because no one was able to get a good look at the person's face. By the way, how was your team's investigation? In order to extinguish the fire, water was pumped into the third floor of the windows. It's almost like I knew this was going to happen, Blaine. I literally was like, I bet you Blaine's gonna come in and say, you should play Super Battle Golf. No, I'm not doing that. I'm playing Ace Attorney. This is also like the third time today alone someone has told me to play a different game. Hit that right, Kirby. He made a noise. You didn't see it. You didn't hear it. He went. Mm-hmm. It's fine. He loves me, I swear. Did I read this line? In order to extinguish the fire, water was pumped into the third floor via the windows. So the majority of the investigators conducted their searches on other floors. Maybe they did, but there was one person who was wandering around lost on the third floor. God damn it, Gumshoe. The fire was pretty much out. I moved to investigate the third floor. And you did that alone? Yes.
Hold it!
So you were in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office. I already told you I was earlier, as I was examining the neighboring room. I heard that girl's shrill scream. Upon hearing her, I immediately ran towards Mr. Cochin's office, wherein you proceeded to arrest her, as I recall. Yes, I did. She was totally innocent, pal. I thought we had already cleared that up. Why did she put her sunglasses back on? Why did she do that? Why? You don't... It's fine. You don't need to put the sunglasses back on for the bit. It's fine. That's my thing. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought I already apologized for my behavior. Is that what she said? I thought I had already apologized for my behavior. Now, if the tenacious detective would be so kind as to be quiet. I have to agree. Right now is not the time to take issue with that. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I do take issue with is the fact that you didn't see the Yatagarasu, Agent Sheena. The prosecutors of this country are all so strange. Whatever. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu.
Hold it!
You were unable to catch even a glimpse despite being in the next room, is that true? I really hate to repeat myself. I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure that you are not misremembering something. We wouldn't want you to be accused of lying later on, would we? Gotcha! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Are you calling Sheena's testimony a lie? Agent Lang, I'm talking with Agent Sheena right now. So I'd appreciate if you wouldn't interrupt us with your What the fuck is that word? Superfluous? Superfluous? I've literally never heard that word in my life. Playing this game makes me feel really stupid sometimes. I'm being so for real. What does that mean? New word of the day.
Superfluous.
Superfluous? Unnecessary, especially through being more than enough. Superfluous. I didn't know that was a word. Never heard that before in my life. The more you know. I should really add a bot that just adds like a word of the day. Whenever I find an interesting word in a playthrough that I've never heard before. Would be interesting. Superfluous. I'm not doing you know, I kind of feel bad for him. I understand his pain as watching one of his subordinates be accused. However, I cannot turn my eyes from the truth. Lang, I'm all right. And as for you, I think you should be focusing your doubts on that girl rather than me. And why is that? To be honest, I'm actually very... Hey, I was reading that! Seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony. Why don't you share her using what we found with Little Thief? I will, in due time. Escape route to the Yatsugatsu that Kay was in pursuit of. Turns out that it really does lead... If it turns out that it really does lead right to Agent Sheena, then what is it that she's keeping from us right now? See, I'm sure it's this one that I need to, like, present on. I'm just not entirely sure which piece of evidence it is. I want to say it's the revolving fireplace. Is this the time where we drop that?
Objection!
It is. Period. Ugh, being in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office is the problem with your testimony. Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all. Agent Lang, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Alabastian office fireplace? Huh? Oh, how you mean it connects to the office in the room next door? What about it? Well, Alabasta is the only country with the secret connecting fireplaces. What? The fireplace in Mr. Cochin's office holds the exact same secret. What? The Yatsugaratsu didn't escape through the door, the room, or the window. The door to the room or the window. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over. Oh, Lord. Now, do you see? If the Yatsugaratsu had escaped into the next room, then the thief would have run right into Agent Sheena. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yatsugaratsu. I love this song. What is the meaning of this, Miles? Well, would you care to explain, Agent Sheena? How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu, or should I? Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is that you were the one Kay saw in the coat. Pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Cochin's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shed your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent Sheena. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace. This is not a wedding, Edgeworth. How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you were the suspicious one, pal? I don't like the angry lady shaking we have going on. Sheena? Oh, I'm figuring this out now. I'm scared to look because that laugh gave everything away, gave everything I needed. It gave all of that away. That just gave everything away. Everything. I don't know if I want to say right now or if I want to... Well, if you haven't figured it out, I think we know where Callisto U went. Because she was giggling and then started laughing. And that was the same laughing animation that Callisto U had. That laugh. I remember this irritating laugh. Ugh, getting chills down my spine. It can't be, but it has to be. Sheena, what's wrong with you? I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help but laugh. Funny, you say? Yes, that you would accuse me of being the Yatagarasu. The prosecutors of this country really are all so very strange. Do you think you could get away with this by simply laughing it off? You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's that prosecutor who is. Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. Take off the wig! Take off that fucking fuck-ass bob. Take off that fuck-ass bob, girl. I can't believe she's wearing pink contacts. And hid her freckles. This is a shame. The Yatagarasu fled through the fireplace? Do you really have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Yatagarasu's escape route. The tone of your voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed. That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I'll let loose, and then we can have a real battle of wits. For an agent of Interpol, to show me the true power of her mind, it is a great honor. Pfft, don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know. I know, and that's why I won't hold anything back either as I answer your question. I love Love in Deep Space. My question? Here's your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Babal was used recently. Ashes, ashes.
Take that!
Was that not the right answer? I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question? Yes. According to Ambassador Palenio's testimony, He said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin. Oh. The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Polinio said he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yatsugaratsu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Cochin's office was my proof. And just what is so funny? Ashes. Lacey, I know you're hungry. Nah, it's not something you need to be eating right now. Dun dun dun. Ash as proof? Are you even allowed to submit such flaky evidence to the court? We can go upstairs right now. I don't know why this isn't an option. We are more than welcome to go upstairs, because I'm sure all of that evidence is still fucking there. You idiot. I love this song. I said, not you know. You still wish to fight us? I'll fucking go hand to hand, dog. Let's fucking go. This is not good form, I swear. Of course. Why wouldn't I? In that case, let's hear your counter argument. My counter? Huh? This is really what... Wow. This really is just like being in court. Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. Take off that fuck-ass bob! Take off the fuck-ass bob, dude. It doesn't matter if we're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now. I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Take out those stupid fucking contacts. Take off that fuck-ass bob wig. And just... get on with it. Let's make it to the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all. Bitch. In my eyes, all you've proven is that the rotating fireplace wall was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatsugaratsu used the fireplace, now can you? So then who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. I did. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation, and we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office. What am I even fucking here for? And there you have it, my counter-argument. Ugh. That's very impressive. Not really. Edgeworth, fucking pull up your bootstraps, dude. Let's go. What are you doing? She's seen through the fact that I have yet to gather that one piece of evidence. Yeah! You know someone who does that very well, and fucking, you know, a really good liar. Let's go. They're all like... What is it, Kate? I haven't heard a peep out of you for quite a while now. If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us. But Kay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir to the Yatsugaratsu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. Then chase that you're running to catch the truth. You must see through it to the very end. Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth. With pleasure. Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it? Sheena, please, show me you're someone I can trust. Don't worry, this will be a deciding match. You'll see. I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I can't allow her to escape me again. Very well then, Agent Sheena. Shall we begin? I'm ready whenever you are. Such a bitch! bitch. Ugh. God. This is what I like to call bluffing. I'm really good at that. Oh.
W-O-N-I-N.
I was like, there ain't no way that it's gonna say Wonin. Wonin. In my eyes, all you proved is the rotating fireplace wall was used. Okay, well. Would now be a good time to bring up the money? I don't know. I'm pretty sure we did find the suspicious thing. Wasn't it, you know, a bunch of stuff? Oh. You know, I'm gonna just press real quick because I'm honestly not really entirely sure what I'm doing.
Hold it.
It sounds to me like you're saying my explanation is not good enough. But I was able to go through the revolving door myself. So that should be proof enough even for you, pal. It looks like you don't quite understand. But by your looks, I can guess that you're not at all that... I can guess that you're not all that learned. What? Ouch, talk about rude. You should watch what you say, pal. Sadly, I can't say I disagree with her on that one. But you know what I mean, right? You may have proven the fireplace was used.
Hold it.
So you want proof that the Yatsugatsu was the one who used the fireplace? That's right. Well, do you have any? Can you prove that it wasn't the Yatsugatsu who used the fireplace? I don't need to prove anything to you. Objection!
Hold it.
Hey, if you could please not steal my line. Sorry, but I just couldn't hold it in anymore. Well, don't fret and leave it to me. All you have to do is sit back and watch. You may seem to have some wiggle room, but without any evidence, it's meaningless.
Hold it.
It's possible that the Yatsugatsu left fingerprints inside the fireplace. Sorry, but I had the forensics team check on that already. All they found were prints belonging to Ambassador Pelenio and Mr. Cochin. Curses! This man said curses unironically. Should have known better than to think that the Yatsugatsu could have been so careless. But there must be some sort of evidence that we still have yet to find. I take it that you have no further objections? Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation, and we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office. Oh, that was... The one in charge of the Bobbly's investigation was not Agent Lang. This means that with Agent Sheena in charge, it's possible that she may have tampered with the evidence. Okay, trust me, I'm probably gonna be wrong.
Objection!
Yeah, I figured. I genuinely do not really know what she's trying to say here.
Hold it!
So Interpol hasn't finished examining the entire Bobbly's embassy? Yes, the investigators who weren't allowed into Alabas were incredibly helpful. They all put in great efforts to search for any sign of the Yatsugatsu. And yet, despite all that effort, it appears that they failed to have noticed a lack of ash in the office fireplace. Furthermore, you were the one who inspected the room next to Mr. Cochin's, correct? I didn't notice the ash there in the fireplace of that room, and for that I am sorry. You don't need to apologize, Sheena. As your boss, your mistakes are my mistakes. I don't think you should say that. Can you play Love in Deep Space? I love Love in Deep Space. One day I'm going to play Love in Deep Space, and you won't be able to say that line to me anymore. So allow me to apologize for you. I'm sorry. You know, maybe this guy's not such a bad guy after all. He apologizes for his subordinates and everything. What a great boss. Are you saying that I don't do anything for my own subordinates? I love in Deep Space. No, nothing of the sort, sir. You're someone I really respect, sir. Even if you are a bit too strict sometimes. It's the only problem. That is only a problem on your end. Wow, way to be super hard on him in response. Am I really too strict on everyone? Yes. Anyway, Sheena, you didn't find anything then Mr. Cochin's office, right? That's right. We finished our investigation.
Hold it!
So you really didn't find anything? Yes, as I said, not one suspicious thing. Although, as you already know, we did find the Yatsugatsu's key in the document detailing the smuggling operation, but we still haven't found the blade that belongs to the Bobbly's knife handle yet. Huh, you see? My subordinates worked hard to investigate everything, and there was nothing else to find, all right? Wow, Agent Lang really sticks up for his people. Langsy says all men are brothers, and friends are become family. See, soon my people are family and their friends are my family too. That's a rather large family you have there. Yes. Yes, but as all we know, there's only one black sheep in any family. And although it pains me, Agent Link, you will know the black sheep in your family. So, you actually have proof that the Yatsugatsu used the fireplace passageway? No, I haven't found any yet. What are we going to do? Oh, this was already said.
Objection!
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be presenting if I'm being so for real.
Objection!
I did it! Let's go. I knew it was something with the fireplace. I just couldn't remember. Okay. I have to pee. I will be right back. Gotta take a bathroom break. Alright, I'm back. I have to fix my hair. Alright. Okay, we're back, and we have Sheena cornered. Anyway. So, you didn't find anything suspicious at all? I highly doubt that. But I didn't. You can even ask the other men. I don't need to, I found what you should have a while ago. Excuse me? Mr. Cochin's office. There were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills in there. What in the... Ugh! He's posing for dramatic effect. That evidence was something you found through that girl's machine, right? So what if it was? That's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see, so there was nothing in that office. Nothing you can call evidence anyway.
Objection!
Speaking of things that you Interpol agents have missed, I did find one more. Your pompous attitude is unnecessary. All it requires is the evidence. Very well. I'll show her the hidden piece of evidence that her and her fellow Interpol agents missed. Do I remember what it is? No!
Take that!
I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire. And what exactly is this supposed to mean? A length of wire? So what about it? I'll tell you what. We found this in the Bobolese embassy not long ago. What? And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Cochin's office. You found that? At the scene of Mr. Cochin's murder? So I think you'll agree now that I cannot trust you when you say that Interpol has thoroughly checked every room, and that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu. If you still suspect me, I see. All right, then I ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. The other Interpol agent worked under the command of Agent Sheena. It is not possible that the reason that the person Kay was chasing chose the third floor was because the person knew that there would be no other agents on that floor. What did I say? I don't even know what I said. The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Sheena. And is it not possible that the reason the person Kay was chasing chose the third floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Yatagarasu to the point of arresting Kay. In that case, there is one location that no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. Probably the whole other fucking room, actually. I almost want to say the other fucking room.
Take that!
The location, Agent Sheena, is of course the room you claim to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochin's office warrants a thorough inspection. Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there. I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir, I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out that room next to the office. I don't know why. We should probably go with him. Honestly, guys, we should probably go with him. Guys, we should probably go with him. Guys, we should probably go... Whatever. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think that Miss Sheena's the Yatagarasu? Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is. And I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu. But can you prove she's the Yatagarasu in question? If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to. And just what are you hoping he'll find? Let's just say this. I, Detective Gumshoe, do a little experiment for me earlier. An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science. It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as Yatagarasu. And what did you find out by doing that? First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Babali's ink. Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway. But is it really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove. Miss Edgeworth, I found some things you really needed to see, sir. Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir. You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one that the person I was chasing was wearing. Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it? Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Oh. Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now? These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
Objection!
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this. I say let them look at your stuff, Sheena. Lang. Sheena, let's put this all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right? I guess so. All right, go ahead and examine whatever you like. After all, I have nothing to hide. Good. Now let us begin. So which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir? The coat? Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir. Well. It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena. Yatsugaratsu that Kei saw was wearing a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. No, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. Then what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire. I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie? Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace. Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat was from that fireplace, which I can... You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? Me, sir? What did I do? This coat is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. All that remains is for us to show the dark substance on the coat, It's for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is. Oh, and you think you can do that? Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat.
Take that!
Babali's ink? Yes. This is what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Pelenio, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see what the point in mentioning it again is. My point is that he spilled some of the ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at the same time. If the dark substance on the coat turns out to be Babali's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace door. Ugh. Sorry, I've clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet. But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Bobbly's ink on the coat hem. You want us to burn your fucking coat real quick? I can do that. I have no fucking problem. Oh, but I intend to show that this is ink in a few seconds. How? How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Bobbly's ink. Burn the coat! Burn the damn coat! We can find out whether it is Bobbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire. That's how you're going to prove that it's Bobbly's ink? Yes. If you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, though, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is. Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to cut off a bit of your coat. Go ahead. I wasn't planning on wearing it anymore anyway. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something. Oh, I've got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs. Then, if I could please have 1K, we could get this experiment underway. The flame! It's the same color as the flame's wit crystal oil produces, which means Bobbly's ink is a product of wit crystal oil, and when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarazu's other wing. Miss Sheena, you're the fake Yatagarazu, the one who killed my father. It's about time you came clean, Agent Sheena, or should I say, Callisto you? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type to you? Callisto you? I've never heard that name before in my life. That manner of speaking and that attitude. You haven't changed a bit in 7 years. You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and even tried to frame me for it. Oh, really? And you have proof. Take off the fucking wig! Just take it off! Take off that stupid fuck-ass wig! You insist that I'm this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world. Enough poetry! I want to see some evidence. Do you really have something that can prove she was Callisto you? I do. It's something that the second Yatagarazu has preserved for us these last 7 years. Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth. I will, Kay. For we have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be Callisto you with this, and clip the Yatagarazu's wings for good. Oh, are we gonna pull out the perfume?
Take that!
This perfume. This will prove you will be Callisto you. Game suggestion, Victoriana. No. It will? Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well. This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I've preserved ever since. I heard from my father, Bern Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Which means that your fingerprints are still on here. Every last one. Wait, you don't want to play it? I do want to play it! I'm not playing it on stream. You guys want me to stream D&D so bad. It's not happening. I don't want to. So much work. We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena, will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? I'm not doing all that. I'm not gonna keep... You can... Girl, you can chill. Chill the fuck out! I hope she passes out. She's not passing out. It looks like you've seen right through me yet again. You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto. You. So you've shown your true face at last. Take those fuck-ass contacts out. Take off that fuck-ass bob and just show us who you are. This feeling of thrill, it's even greater than that time 7 years ago. Sheena, Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man. So you were a spy all along? A mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after? Someone who's been feeding them intel on Interpol this entire time? Very good. Maybe you're not as big of an idiot as I thought. Callisto, you, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu. That's right. Callisto, you, that's just one of my many names. But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief Yatagarasu. We're gonna take off that fuck-ass bob now. Callisto, you, this time you won't escape. For this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me, Kay Faraday. And had you not used the Yatagarasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was. Kay, don't. I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father. You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday, too, possessed such a laughable honesty. Oh, well, now we have a gun to her head. Kay. You let Kay go right now, pal! You despicable. Let go of me, you filthy, You think I'm a fake, don't you? He said TOS. What? What? Terms of service? Just kidding. Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. But that's impossible. My father was the one who created Little Thief. Hey, Edgeworth. Yatagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is? Why it has 3 legs? Oh my god, are you gonna shoot her in the leg? Don't do that, please. There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. No, it can't be. Did you finally figure it out? Do you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu? The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither. Guys, I'm scared I'm gonna be wrong. Am I wrong to say it's probably neither of them at this point? Guys, I have no idea. It's D's. I'm not answering that. Oh. You're not gonna try to tell me it's fucking Agent Bad, is it? The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Burn Faraday nor Callisto Yu. But by the same token, they are also both the real Yatagarasu. How very perceptive of you. Okay, so we're just trying to say it's both of them. I was about to say, you're not gonna tell me it's fucking Agent Bad, is it? Like, I was about to be very upset for a second. No way! The single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed. Mr. Edgeworth. No, I refuse to believe this! Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. A lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. They are going to tell me. Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. A good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal. And skill number 3. Don't fucking tell me. Don't fucking tell me right now. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. Actually, that was kind of bad as fuck. Detective Bad. It was only natural for the Yatsukiratsu to never leave evidence behind. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away. You're the third member of the Yatsukiratsu? Yeah, I just figured that out too. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you. Why, Mr. Bad? Long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. You were such a great team, then why'd you kill my father 7 years ago? Why, indeed. It's nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I grow weary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. This time, I won't miss. Stop. You. Kay. Kay. It's over, Sheena. Your leg! You know, Agent Lang, I will give you that one. I will give you that one. That was really cool of you. That was really fucking cool of you, dude, actually. That was really fucking cool of you, actually. Agent Lang. Ugh. You idiot. What were you thinking, jumping in front of my gun like that? What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have had, or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. And as long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her, not even from you. You really are an idiot, you know that? It's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis. Yes? I'm going to conduct a full body search. Sheena might have had another weapon on her. All right. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please. Sir. Hey, I found something. She had the fucking other blade. What is this, sir? Looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle. This is a great find, Detective. Huh? It is, sir? Let's try pairing up this blade with the handle.
Take that!
I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon. Hey, they fit together perfectly. This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. I'm going to return this Bobbly's knife now. All right, I trust you'll make sure that it is returned to Ambassador Pelenio. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it, Callisto you. For the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochin's murder. Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer. This is such a goofy... a goofy fucking frame right here. He just got stabbed, and he's just standing there. Killed Mr. Cochin with the Alabastian knife. And switched the handles and then took the original blade of the Bobbly's knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then when you went back to accuse her, and then went back to accuse her of the murder. Does that about sum it up?
Objection!
You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are 2 problems with it. Problems? In what aspect? What do you think my real reason was in allowing her to chase after me? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you using that device at Gatewaterland, I knew right away that you were Byrne Faraday's daughter. I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were the only trail of the Yatsukiratsu. You were only on the trail of the Yatsukiratsu. So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochin's murder on me? Yes, I knew you would show up at this embassy tonight. So I thought to use you by pinning the murder on you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another? Yes. Once I had you under arrest, I had planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu. You were going to take Little Thief away from me? 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. It was a tough time. I had a tough time recovering that precious key. Then, the person who stole the Yatagarazu's key was Mr. Faraday? You, that incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it? In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarazu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarazu? Why? There is no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day. Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? Then the real ringleader is still out there pulling the strings. Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Sheena? I guess I should tell you then that I was the one who set the Bobbly's embassy on fire. And why did you do that? I suppose it was to destroy all the evidence of the counterfeit bills. It was what the smuggling ring was trying to do. But then why start 2 fires? Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride. Wait, Miss Sheena. Yes. When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, I should return them to you. You can have them. They're of no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Sue yourself. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot, Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight. What? I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will. Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, Agent Lang? Mark my words, I'm not done here and I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with a duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you that just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be. His anger appears to have negated the sensation of the pain in his injured leg. How is he walking right now? Oh, he's hardly walking. So, are we just letting her go? Is someone going to arrest her, or are we just... Because now I'm just very confused. So... It's finally over, Kay. I feel like I've peered into her heart a little, you know? And it's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely. The person who was giving her all these commands. The one who thought my father was a problem to be removed. The person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring. Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? They're really pretty, just like the ones that they're selling for the gym and ninja show. But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome. I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soil stuck at the ends of these sticks. Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh? So, it's midnight, the dawn of another day. Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone all these years. Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day. Yeah, it is. With this, I can finally retire in peace. It was down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. Solved everything. But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you, the Yatagarasu, were chasing after, The legend of that Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you. Is it really true, Uncle Bad? Were you also part of the Yatagarasu? As I said to you earlier, Kay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you. Uncle Bad. Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right? Unfortunately, it isn't. Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking my chain, isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth? Detective Bad, wait. No, you are no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagarasu. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, here, I should give these back to you. These are pages from my KG8 case files that the Yatagarasu stole from my office. Huh. Wait, what? Mr. Edgeworth, I apologize for last night. So the Yatagarasu who stole into my room was you, wasn't it? Was it? Wait. So that means... What? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane even for me to believe, sir. It's true. Even if it's not something you want to hear. My head fucking hurts. I'm so confused right now. The KG8 incident was a very emotionally trying case. Oh, thanks. We stood in that courtroom, Faraday as a prosecutor and I was the lead detective. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. I'm gonna make you hate me. Am I gonna have to fucking ban you? Am I gonna have to put you in timeout? Don't make me do it. I will. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. He was the elder sister of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail. That's when we realized there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside the courts. No, I'm gonna open Ace Attorney. This is a threat. What is this a threat to? Are you... I'm confused. What are you threatening right now? That's what we thought at the time. Be scared. Why am I scared? Why should I be scared? I'm very confused right now. That's how we formed the Yatagarasu and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano Group. The Amano's conglomerate? We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle. We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. Boo! I'm so scared. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then, it was finally time. We had finally arrived at the moment when we'd find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart. And Faraday, he died for it. But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim in the KG8 incident? After Faraday's death, I looked into her past. That's when I found out that she was a phony. The victim of the KG8 incident, CCU, she never had a sister. What? Then that means Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto U was just another pseudonym. From the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring. She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we stuck onto the page of the case file. Please use it wisely. Trump card? That photo that we stuck in there. Try peeling it off. Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago. It's the mark of the Atsugratsu, but why? This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This was something Kochin had on him at the time of the KG8 incident 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, Miss CCU. But why is this card adorned with the mark of the Atsugratsu? The reason why we called ourselves the Atsugratsu was because of the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring's boss used. Apparently, orders from the boss would come from these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently, it burns a bright green flame when set ablaze. So you mean the cards were written in Bobbly's ink? The fact that the card that Kochin was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police. So that's what those white cards are. Can we please cheese rolling? No. I'm in the middle of something. The great thief that used the mark that only those within the ring would know. It was our message to the ringleader that we were only a few steps behind. And one more thing, Detective Gumshoe. I'm entrusting this to you. Recommendation Planet Coaster 2. What is wrong with you guys? What is this, sir? This is what I was talking about earlier. During the KG8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important, definitive piece of evidence. Hi, Curbs. Come here. Hi, Bubby. It's Kirby time. Hi, Bubby. I love that he leans his head into my kisses, and it makes me so happy. Miffy! It's Kirby. What does your head smell like? Your head smells weird, dude. Burby. Little baby mans. I got you. Hi. Stitch? No. I wish you guys could see the way he like leans into his kisses. Flint? Flint? Happy baby mans. La Fuega? La Whimsy? Okay, now we're just climbing on top of me. Alright, Kirby, I need to get back to streaming. I'm petting his head with my headphones right now. Alright. Kirby, can we continue? He looks like a really, like he's sitting like a really weird baby right now. Oh, he's purring. I can feel it. Kirby does quiet purrs. He does not purr out loud. So the only time I know when he's purring is when I can literally feel his neck vibrating. I wish I could. I don't get to hear a cat purr, and it makes me sad. But I like that. I think it's cute that his purrs are quiet, you know. It sounds very weird to me to hear a cat purr now, because I'm not used to my own cat purring, if that makes sense. He's having the time of his life. Just a girl and her clingy boy cat. Anywho, we can continue. But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it? The person who stole it from us 10 years ago. Girl? Sorry, just a non-binary person and their boy cat. When are we playing Dead by Daylight? Later, we will play it later. Was a man by the name of Ernest Armano. And he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. But we forced him to tell us where it was finally, after the other day's kidnapping case. Is there a reason we're climbing on top of me, dude? Are we gonna perch on top of the chair? Is that what this is? He's just mad he can't really sit on top of my other one anymore. Here. Will you rest like right here? No? There you go. Anyway, Sam says we need to play now. Well, Sam can wait. I don't see Sam here in the stream telling me herself. This video. Don't come any closer, I'm warning you. This same video that the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me. Yes, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday, and the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence. Then, the card was not the calling card of the Aotegiratsu, but rather a directives card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman. The two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them. You a bitch, I'm the better pastry. Shut up! Nobody knows what you're talking about. I do, but nobody else does. And that's why you're silly. The evidence Mr. Portsman thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one of them is. Whether you use them or not is up to you. I'm not silly, I'm whimsical. No, right now in this case, you're silly, and you can't handle that. But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law. Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Whimsy! La whimsy? Detective Bad. There's no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them. You still insist that even now? You really are something else. I leave the rest in your hands. What did you even type? I don't even know what you typed. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Aotegiratsu. Pops. Country. Oh. La, 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 la. I'm not playing it on the soundboard. It'll be way too loud if I play it on the soundboard. Don't ever lose your detective spirit. Ugh, Pops, why is this happening? This isn't justice. Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Now, let's go. Yes, sir. So we did not let her go. We just didn't cuff her right there. This is really depressing. Okay, bye. We're playing DVD without you. I'll be there later. Maybe. Is this really the end of a legend? Oh, to be continued. I guess I'll be there in a moment. Oh, that's actually really depressing. And that was only the middle. It wasn't even the end of this fucking case, man. You still have a whole ending to get through. Oh, thank God, we're getting to the ending. That was only the halfway point right there. Ugh. Well, Kirby making biscuits while we talk about the ending. Anyway, that made me want to cry. But I didn't cry. I'm sad. That makes me sad. I like Detective Bad, but honestly, now it just doesn't shock me. But yeah, it was kind of shocking in the moment. That was kind of wild as hell. That was really wild, actually. I don't really have that much to say. I do find it very funny that Callisto, you was just Sheena in disguise, which I feel like I should have seen coming a while ago. Probably after I played, we like came back to this spot. Like, should have been way more obvious, but whatever. I digress. But you know, for her to actually be the Yatagiratsu, and for also Detective Bad to be the Yatagiratsu is kind of insane work. But you know, I'm sad. Well, Thursday, we will be doing more Ace Attorney. Or not Ace Attorney, fucking Rhythm Heaven Fever. I don't think we will be done with the game, but we'll probably get through a few of those towers. But yeah. And then next Tuesday is going to be more Ace Attorney. Yeah, that's crazy work, actually. Yeah, next Tuesday will be more Ace Attorney, so. Hooray! I'll see y'all next time. So, I think that's about all I got. So, see y'all Thursday. Okay. Kirby, do you want anything to say? You have anything to say? Just making biscuits? Is that what we're doing? He's so content. That's what this is. Happy biscuit making. All right. Bye, stream. Bye, stream. Bye, stream. Bye, stream. Bye, stream. Bye, stream. Bye, stream.